The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. And by JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print just about anything. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good afternoon on a hot Saturday afternoon. A hot Tuesday afternoon. Let's start that again.
Weekend on the brain, Mike?
Much. Good afternoon on a hot Tuesday afternoon. It's appropriate that Fireball is playing in the background because we've got a hot field hockey matchup here this afternoon between the undefeated Mount Ararat Eagles and the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Mike Violet. I am well aware that it is, in fact, Tuesday afternoon and not Saturday afternoon. He is AJ Knight, and it is a hot matchup here today between these two teams. Skowhegan, a 5-0 win last time out against Edward Little. Faith Pease had a great night. She had 4 goals under the light down in Auburn, beating the Red Eddies. And the last time we saw these Mount Ararat Eagles, they were beating Messalonski on a goal by Lydia Hiltz, 1-0 last week. A very impressive road victory.
Yeah, and a chance. You talk about a hot matchup big time for Mount Ararat. Can't be too often in a season that you have a chance to really secure a stranglehold on the north region, because if you win on the road at both Skowhegan and Messalonski, all routes go through you to get that regular season title, that 1 seed. And it's, I think, an interesting thing for them coming up. They, in that game, had a penalty corner deficit, but just, I think it was something like 13 penalty corners for Messalonski, only 3 shots on goal for the Eagles of Oakland, though, as this Mount Ararat defense frustrated them. And as you talked about, we know that Skowhegan we know what they're going to be at the end of the season. This year, maybe a little bit more work in progress at the beginning with a young team, and they're going to face a stingy Eagles defense today.
Indeed, but you're right. I don't know when the last time was that two schools came to, or a school that is, came to Messalonski and to Skowhegan and beat both of them. Of course, one of those has happened already. Mount Ararat is hoping the other one happens here today. Skowhegan normally lights out on their home field, but I had a conversation with Paula Dowdy this morning. She said, hey, we're still young. We've started 2 freshmen. We are getting better every single game, and I think that shows on their record because they have won their last 2 by scores combined of 9-0 after opening up with the 3-2 loss to the Brewer Witches. Meantime, on the other side of the aisle for Mount Ararat, a 2-0 win over Camden Hills, the 1-0 win over Meso that we saw, and then a 10-1 smoke job over Morris last time out. But we saw them play Messalonski. They were deep. They were talented. They've got a great coach in Krista Chase. We read that whole story about the connections between Krista and Coney and Krista and such. But where it counts on the field, Mount Ararat is a really, really good team, and that win last week can only make them feel even better about themselves.
Yeah, again, Messalonski, I thought we talked about it in the first half. Messalonski really dominated a lot of the possession time, piled up penalty corners, and again, I think it was 13 for the game for Messalonski, only 3 shots on goal. They just couldn't find the cage, and a lot of that was Mount Ararat was deflecting a lot of stuff, was able to stop it from getting over to Adams. And I think it's curious because that 4-0 win against Bangor for Skowhegan, you and I were here. That was scoreless at half.
Yeah, it took a while to get them going.
So, again, and that's a Bangor team that trying to improve on last season, but realistically, Mount Ararat and Bangor expectations aren't the same. And this defense, I think, wouldn't surprise me to see it 0-0 at halftime again with the way this Mount Ararat team plays defense. The one thing I will say is I think the Skowhegan team a lot more experienced back, or excuse me, Messalonski team a lot more experienced back than the Skowhegan team, but it wouldn't make me feel good as a coach of the Mount Ararat Eagles if I was in a situation again at Skowhegan where, much like Messalonski, they dominated the ball for the first half. I don't like that, regardless how good your defense is.
Skowhegan does have experience up front. Faith Pease may be just a sophomore, but she's really talented. 4 goals last time out, and of course we have seen Ellie Quinn do it and get it done up front as well. There is plenty of firepower up front for this Skowhegan offense. As I said, it's a hot day for a hot game. Game time temperature is going to be 87 degrees here on this September 17th. So we have a dry track, should be a fast track here in Skowhegan, and we're just mere minutes away from this hot field hockey matchup between the Mount Ararat Eagles and the Skowhegan Riverhawks. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the opening draw. It's field hockey between Mount Ararat and Skowhegan. It's next on The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Raising money for a cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At High Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight. We are finally back here in Skowhegan. They introduced all of the players on each side. A great sax rendition of our national anthem, and we are set to go here in a Class A North field hockey battle, early season style, between the Mount Ararat Eagles and the Skowhegan Riverhawks. Skowhegan in the home white, trimmed in the black, and Mount Ararat wearing their blues trimmed in white on a very warm late summer afternoon.
2 straight days of field hockey had some very warm weather. I was a little bit worried there, Mike. We were watching. You had the medical staff consultant, and he kept waving us off. I can keep going, Coach.
Really?
No, not really.
No,
it was just warm out yesterday at Pittsfield.
It was. We definitely got some sun, and the left side of my body got very bronzed.
Nothing like that Maine September tan.
Oh, it was great.
That I've heard so much about.
I'm not one for the hot weather, but I'm also one who realizes that we have a very short season of good weather here in Maine, and so I will take it as long as it is willing to be around. All right, set to go. Down in goal to our right, Kaori Kenyon. Down in goal to our left is Layla Adams, and we're set for field hockey from Skowhegan on this hot Tuesday afternoon, and we are underway. High ball knocked down, and Skowhegan immediately on the attack. The attack, that is, Sophie Noyes up to Ellie Quinn. Quinn and Noyes, two of the senior leaders of this team. Restart here for Quinn. Quinn down the right side.
Looks like it was deflected out by Mount Ararat.
So a restart here. Up near the edge of the circle, Mount Ararat trying to clear. Can't. Noyes kept it. Got it inside the circle. It's run out of there and now is scaled out and comes out about halfway through. Sedalia Savage, very similar in play to Caroline Hendrickson of Coney, has the big shot, big clearing passes.
Really good stick handler.
Yep. Here's Rebecca St. Pierre, one of the really good players for this Mount Ararat team. St. Pierre, a junior. St. Pierre had it swiped away. Comes over on the near side to Charlotte Haney, a sophomore. Hustling back into the play for Skowhegan, Faith Pease, the author of 4 goals the other night in Skowhegan's 4-0 win over Edward Little. That's inside the circle, run off there by Savage.
There you go.
Yep. There's the carry. I call it the Michigan carry.
Hockey reference.
Yeah.
I get that reference.
The first time I ever saw that was by that Michigan player, 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in the Frozen Four or not. We've got a restart here in pretty nice position for the Mount Ararat Eagles. Cameron Chase, the daughter of the coach. Chase lays it over right side, bounces over Sweet stick, and she just barely saved it. Sweet to the circle. Sweeps it up, looking for a deflection. It's kicked out of there by Kenyon, and we're going to get our first penalty corner of the game.
Yeah, and this is something, again, against Messalonsky, the Eagles of Oakland dominated possession against Mount Ararat. They just played really good defense, and they found their moment in the second half. Curious, Mike, with a new goaltender this season for Skowhegan, who plays a lot of ball control. Probably doesn't see a lot of saves in game action. How she does.
Lydia Hiltz, who scored the only goal for Mount Ararat in their win over Meso, will distribute. Rolls back outside the circle. Chase left it there for Rachel Schofield inside the circle. We're going to do it again. Not a penalty corner, but a restart.
Now that one a little bit out of sorts there. I think it rolled a little wrong, differently. And as we saw yesterday with Coney, right, Mike, teams that don't get to play on grass or not all the time have to make that adjustment.
Chase inside the circle, rolls out. It's going to go to Skowhegan.
I will say, compared to MCI, which is very well taken care of field, I think the grass is a lot shorter here than it was yesterday.
They do keep it shorter here, no question about it. And with the lack of rain, we haven't had a whole lot of rain in the last few weeks. The field is only going to get drier, therefore dustier. So if we had had some rain, there would be a little more fullness and I think lushness to this grass. That's not helped matters at all. Here's Pease near side, stripped, but it's going to be a restart here in favor of Skowhegan. Our broadcast, as always, brought to you by Height Chevrolet. Our family is here for your family. By Computer Improvements, from sales of computers and accessories to service, we are here. And your go-to computer store, and by Casella Waste for residential and commercial trash pickup.
I like what you did there. Your computer score. I like the tie-in.
Yes.
I see. It
was a Freudian slip.
I don't care what anybody says about you, Mike. You're a professional.
It was a Freudian slip of the highest order. All right, back it goes to Chase. Chase intercepted by Skowhegan. Riverhawks really haven't been able to mount much so far, and Haney clears it ahead, trying to get it up there for Pease. It's way, way too hard and way, way out.
Yeah, that caught a track right there and just kept rolling. And this is what we saw against Bangor, right? We know Skowhegan, they got a tough identity. They're going to play a lot of ball possession, play really good on defense, but offensively they've struggled.
Cameron Chase blocked there by Quinn. Ellie with the steal. Ellie inside the circle. Nope, it's defended there very nicely by Rachel Schofield. and cleared out on the far side. Restart over there for the Riverhawks as Charlotte Haney runs down that loose ball. No score. We've played 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
It's going to come back to the center because I think it actually bounced off Schofield's foot before she took a whack at it.
All right, Skowhegan will lay it back to Michaela Quimby.
That's going to stay here with the Riverhawks.
I'll do it one more time. Now it's Sedalia Savage. Savage at the line. Belts it up, looking for a tip. There it is. It went high, was knocked down, whistles blown just as it was. And we are looking at a penalty corner for Skowhegan, their first of the game.
And this is an area that surprised me a little bit in the game we had against with Bangor. Skowhegan struggled because I know, again, a lot of new faces, but you know they've got a lot of familiar vets that ought to be good in this situation.
All right, Faith Pease will distribute. Slides it to the top. It goes to the top. The pass over by Charlotte Haney. The drive there from the top by Sedalia Savage is blocked. The rebound is in. It is in. And let's see.
Let me take a look at the Mid-State Machine replay, Mike, and I will tell you. Savage initially looked like he was going to go wide. That was Noyes got the goal, and then on the assist, it was, I will give you a number, Mayo. Mayo picked up the assist. Initially, that's what I reacted to because I thought Mayo missed her shot, ended up being a great assist.
So Sophie Noyes from Mayo off the penalty corner at 5:19, and it's 1-0 Skowhegan. Had to wait to be sure because I saw Quinn in there too.
There's a lot of traffic in front.
Indeed, there was a lot of traffic in front. Ball's way, way out. So they'll do a restart here, Sedalia Savage. So Skowhegan off to a good start against a very quality club in the Mount Ararat Eagles, getting the first goal. And I don't care what game you're talking about, scoring first is always good. That one's tipped up. It'll be a Mount Ararat ball on the far side. Krista Cohen, a sophomore midi, will do the honors.
Well, especially, too, regardless of Skowhegan retooling this season, a lot of youth. As we've seen, they still stop teams from scoring, so they can get one early. That just makes it that much more challenging here for Mount Ararat on the road.
And that is Grace Mayo, who stole it there, cleared it over the line. In fact, cleared it out. Skowhegan will restart it back in its own zone. The wind kicking up a little bit, but it feels good, actually, on this warm day.
I'm good with the breeze.
Nice breeze. All right, ripped into the offensive zone by the Riverhawks and then scaled right back out to Lydia Hiltz. Hiltz is a goal scorer on the far side, and it's knocked out of bounds by Savage.
Worth noting, too, that Hiltz goal that was the decider in the Messalonsk game actually came off a penalty shot, which they drew out. I think they had 4 straight penalty corners in the third and ended up getting a penalty shot out of it.
All right, Hiltz with it now at the line. Hiltz clears it in, and it's going to go in the other direction. A violation on Mount Ararat. It belongs to Skowhegan. 7:50 to go in the first period. 1-0 Riverhawks and a goal by Sophie Noyes. Glad to have you with us today here on The Score, whether you're watching or listening, watching on centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, or on YouTube at Central Maine Sports, listening on the radio on AM 1160 WSKW The Score. Glad to have you aboard for Skowhegan and Mount Ararat field hockey. We got one more field hockey game this week. That one rolls inside. It's kicked out of there by Adams. In fact, kicked so hard that it's out of bounds. We've got a night one tomorrow night. It's Gardner at Coney at 7. Then boys soccer Thursday, Waterville at Erskine Academy. We're back here in Skowhegan for football on Friday night. Lawrence and Skowhegan at 7. And then Saturday afternoon, it's Foxcroft Academy in Winslow in high school football. What a week.
That's going to be a good one. You talked to Coach Wes Littlefield ahead of your our first Winslow game and talk about how everybody expects Foxcroft to kind of sit on top. We'll see Saturday. That rushing attack from Winslow is formidable for anybody.
Sure is. That double wing is tough. Sweet rolls it inside. Skowhegan will just roll it out.
Worth noting is you gave us a promo there, and Mount Ararat moved over to the other side. Adams kicked that one. Don't think it was going to be a save. I think that was more so about just getting the ball out of that.
Oh, yeah, that was just a clear.
Yeah.
That was just a clear. Here's Pease trying to clear. Pease going for it with her opposite number there, Bella Plummer, a pair of 11s, and it's cleared out. Schofield
Miscommunication there, had her and just rolled right under the stick and out of bounds.
Rolls out of bounds. Skowhegan with it to midfield. There's a fan. Cleared out by Mount Ararat back into Skowhegan territory. Sedalia Savage instead passed it over on the right side to Dodge. Dodge couldn't get the really hard pass, probably harder than Savage wanted it to be. So on the far side, it's Lydia Hiltz to put it into play. Rapidly moving first period. Here's Dodge. Bounces it up. Ends up being an effective pass. I think that's Sydney Perkins up there, the freshman.
We saw her a little bit at the end of the Bangor game, getting in a lot earlier here. She was effective when she played.
More playing time for the very tall freshman. She can do a lot. Skowhegan ball. Right at the line in their zone. Sedalia Savage, always recognizable with that right hamstring wrapped. Up now to Quinn. Quinn to midfield, right between the defender's legs. Quinn pulls back. Some nifty stick handling there by Ellie. She got slowed. And a restart here. It'll be done by Grace Mayo. Mayo smacks it up, blocked at the line. Schofield has to leave it because it's a restart for Skowhegan. Mayo right at the line. Mayo, stick handles over, shoots, blocked.
Nice play.
Good stuff job there by Lydia Hiltz. And Hiltz, if I recall correctly, that goal that she scored, was that off? That was off a penalty corner,
yeah, it was
right?
a penalty shot.
Yeah, a shot. That's right. It was a shot, not a penalty corner, but an actual penalty
she
shot.
got knocked down inside the,
and
the half circle.
She lifted it.
Buried it, too.
And it went high, and it went hard in the top left corner as she looked at the net.
A little bit back and forth, but again, the one penalty corner, it tied 1-1. Skowhegan took advantage of theirs, but otherwise back and forth.
Chase just belted it out of the county. Almost all the way the length of the field, about 2 feet short.
Tell you what, that was a heck of a drive right there. Dropped it right near the pin.
Exactly. I'd like to shoot that off the tee.
You and me both. Speaking of which, shout out to Mr. Jones, right? That's what he's doing today, watching.
Yep, his daughter Lydia is playing in a golf tournament.
I do like how you caught up with him because she just started playing last year, I think.
Last year, yes.
And he made sure to let you know that she doesn't always beat him yet. It's still competitive occasionally.
It's not going to last long.
No.
She's started playing golf with J.C. Christopher's hand-me-down golf clubs.
That'll work.
Good pedigree there.
Yeah, that's bad news. This didn't give her she had to get good. Didn't give you the excuse to be like, guys, clubs stink.
Right. Clubs haven't seen any good shots at all.
Right.
You know, if I'd given her my clubs, every shot in the bag would have been a bad shot. All right, there's a dead ball, and
I think he's going to stay here with Mount Ararat, but come out to the line.
Yep, it's Cameron Chase.
And that drive that started this whole line of jokes actually a big deal. As Mount Ararat has been able to sustain some offensive possession here.
Back to Schofield. She rolls it in. Rolls right over the stick there inside the line of Olivia White, who just came in the game. Olivia White is a sophomore, one of the youngsters on this Skowhegan roster. At the circle, Mount Ararat trying to chase it down, trying to get it. Was Maddie Sweet, could not connect.
I think they got her for a little bit of body there against Haney.
Yeah, check that was Plummer.
Or Pease, excuse me.
It was Plummer, number 11. Ball's out right on the Mount Ararat bench, and it will be an Eagles ball. This is Abby Tidwell. Smacks it. It's blocked by Quinn, but it rolls over to Schofield. Schofield tried to poke it up to Hiltz. White with it. White lost it. Here's Mayo. Check that. Here's Hiltz. Wrong number 2.
Hiltz sustained it, or excuse me, Hiltz. Mount Ararat sustaining some offensive possession time, just not getting it inside the half circle.
All right, Lydia Hiltz on the restart. To the circle. Backhanded pass.
Oh, nice.
Got a good opportunity here. They roll it up as way out of the net was Kenyon. Instead, it rolls out, and Mount Ararat had a good chance there.
Yeah, normally in those situations, you see somebody backside. Nobody's standing there, but a good chance, especially like you said, with Kenyon that far out of the cage.
Minute and a half to go in the first. 1-0 Skowhegan on a goal by Sophie Noyes.
Two teams, I think, stylistically, defensively, who play the same way.
Jaden Dodge up to midfield. Dodge gets Skowhegan in business as Noyes over the line. Noyes on a restart, right at the line. Far side fanned on it. That looked like one of my golf shots. Now it's cleared out by Mount Ararat. Eagles playing catch-up here early on, losing it, but Bella Plummer clears it up to midfield. On the go, picking it up, Savage. Savage, good stick handle. Savage, good move. Savage looking to go to the middle. Savage turning that stick around, now fanned on the attempt to get it inside the zone. Now she blocks the pass by Schofield. Savage all over the place. And now it's run off there on the far side by Cohen, but it's taken back by Savage. Savage stopping, reversing, getting inside. Pope that pops it up, I meant to say, and it's kicked away by Adams. Skowhegan, though, with some good pressure here, but a steal. And on the far side, it's Krista Cohen. Cohen taken away by Dodge. Skowhegan with a very good last minute or so, led by the rush by Savage, and that's going to finish the first quarter. One done in Skowhegan. Noyes goal is it for the Riverhawks. The assist from Mayo, our score at the end of one from Skowhegan is Skowhegan 1 and Mount Ararat nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Today's game brought to you in part by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates. It's got one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now at CMCC. The second period starts now here in Skowhegan. Riverhawks on top of Mount Ararat 1-0. Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew. Tyler Rigney on our camera here today, and Ashley Knight doing our graphics and keeping track of the scoreboard.
Which, thank goodness, because if there's anything that's proven true this season, it's you and I struggle to count sometimes.
Numbers and us are not good together.
I agree.
It presents a very confusing situation. All right, that one's popped way up into the air. Comes down to Noyes. Noyes, Quinn, and Pease up front. There's some guns there. Noyes with the goal already. That's going to be a restart for Mount Ararat. Whacking it up for the Eagles. Krista Cohen. Cohen over the line. Dodge returns the favor. Dodge up to Noyes. Noyes starts the break. Ahead of the pack is Pease. Waiting inside the circle. Almost picked off on the far side by Perkins, but it is going to be a Skowhegan ball on the restart. It'll be Jaden Dodge.
Yeah, that's the scary thing about Skowhegan, because obviously anybody that has loosely followed field hockey knows traditionally how strong they are as a program. You know you've got some really top-end talent that's experienced, and you know at some point some of these kids are going to start to figure it out and going to make them that much more dangerous.
All right, Perkins to Quinn, and Quinn with a laser, and it missed.
That was a heck of a pass by Perkins. All right, just give me Noyes got a little tapper there. Nice redirect, actually, by the senior. Perkins down to Noyes, who tapped it. That was a heck of a shot.
All right, restart here by Cameron Chase, blocked by Quinn, but it rolls right to Schofield. Schofield checked by Mayo. On the far side, up to midfield to Lydia Hiltz. It'll be a restart for Mount Ararat. They slide it over the line. It's Cohen.
That one bounced off of Perkins, but I think that one, the infraction goes against Mount Ararat.
13:20 to go in the first half. It's 1-0 Skowhegan.
Whew!
That one flipped up. Quinn tried to tamp it down, could not. Now the clear, intercepted by Grace Mayo, but no.
Yeah, shin. Off the shin.
All right, the pass up. Emma Foster in the game back, playing defense. Foster, nice job to stop it. Works it up to the middle. Checked on the play by Maddie Sweet. Sweet with the steal. They'll restart it for the Eagles. Sweet, good pass inside. Working in St. Pierre. St. Pierre checked from behind. Good defense by Addie Goggins, or check that, good defense by Emma Foster. Now a steal inside the line. St. Pierre to the top of the circle, cleared out by Mayo.
At back-to-back, Savage got in on that first one, too, and then Mayo there wins the individual matchup and clears it out.
All right, Mayo can't get it out. Now Noyes with it. Noyes is going to play it back to Perkins. Perkins, good pass to the middle for Mayo. Mayo up to midfield, picked off by Mount Ararat. The Eagles clear it in. Here is Hiltz.
Nice move.
Lydia Hiltz at the line, knocked away by Savage. In the middle for Schofield. Rachel Schofield winds up, rolls it in. It's blocked. And Skowhegan works it out. No! Picked off at the line there by Bella Plummer. But a whistle and a restart here for Mount Ararat with 12 minutes to go in the first half. They lay it back. Chase. Chase looking for a tip, and it is no good. It went in, but it's no good.
And look, you'll see here on the Mid-State Machine instant replay. I mean, ref standing right there, inclined to not argue with him that touches nobody, and kind of an unfortunate circumstance for the Eagles because they went through a lot of bodies.
Right. If that does get tipped, it's a goal, but it didn't. It went in clean, and that's why you saw no celebration from anyone.
I think more than anything for that ref, too, you could probably hear contact. It's not that wood and that ball when they butt heads.
It's just like a foul tip in baseball or softball. You can always hear it.
Yeah. So Mount Ararat, it sets up something and looks good. No goal, though.
Quinn clears it over midfield, stopped and cleared back in by Sarah Middleton. Restart here for Skowhegan. Perkins belts it up. Perkins stopped by Sarah Middleton. Middleton in the middle in the Mount Ararat zone to Schofield. Schofield clears it ahead. They've got a possible break. Getting back into the play to slow it down with Smith. And we are going to get a restart here. Quick restart. Still loose. The turn. Oh, right on the goal mouth. The shot went wide. Trying to hustle up was Sweet to try to nudge it in, and she could not.
Yeah, in a case, I think Mike maybe a little bit see some of that inexperience as this Skowhegan back line really got up front there. Had a chance backside for the goal, and then obviously you see running there a loose player that was Sweet, like you said.
Yeah, it was Lillian Smith who's. And she got beaten there for sure. There's a trip up there just as Quinn was about to gain control. John James making a brief cameo appearance on our broadcast.
Technical glitch. Apologies.
Operator error.
Yeah, that's the smart way to go about it.
It happens all the time. Here's Noyes. Noyes, top of the circle. Noyes slides it over to the right. Noyes fans on the attempt to get it inside the circle. Mount Ararat really can't clear it out. Now on the far side for the Eagles, it's Lydia Hiltz. Hiltz double-teamed over there as Perkins jumps up with Noyes, and Hiltz with all kinds of problems, and she just continues to retreat. She goes up the sidelines, and instead it's out.
Yeah, I think against Skowhegan, you got to move the ball.
All right, Skowhegan, and we're going to get a penalty corner here for the Riverhawks, and this will be their second.
Yeah, pretty clean thus far. Only 3 overall, 1 each in the first.
So penalty corner number 2.
And the first time it was Savage to Mayo to Noyes on the goal.
And here's Noyes, who's going to deal it. Penalty corner number 2 for Skowhegan. Back it goes to Perkins. Slides it over to the middle. That is Savage. Savage takes it inside the circle. Savage trying to back her defender in, back outside. The drive there by Mayo is blocked. Not much of a penalty corner.
Now, that I'm not sure where it got confused or disrupted. They just kind of fumbled around with it outside the circle.
Stolen by Quinn. Just as she was ready to attack, they give it back to Mount Ararat. A tip ball. Midfield run down by Skowhegan. Built it in, looking for Quinn. Schofield slowed it down. Up the far side, cleared by Krista Cohen, but Skowhegan right back with it. That is Perkins.
She's playing a ton here in this first half, and she's made an impact.
Sydney Perkins, a freshman midi, getting better every single game. Back in the Skowhegan zone. Riverhawks with it. That was Emma Foster. Restart here for Skowhegan. Foster belts it in. Schofield blocks. She got blindsided there by Quinn. They'll do it again. Rachel Schofield. Over on the left side to Cohen. Cohen at midfield, checked by Mayo. They'll start it back up. Mount Ararat flips it in. Knocked down by Charlotte Haney. Haney belts one. She got all of that and went way out of bounds.
Mount Ararat, I think, fallen into a little bit of a not good habit, and that is trying to go one-on-one against these Skowhegan defenders. I think if you're going to beat Skowhegan, you got to move the ball.
There's a steal by Mayo. Mayo gets it ahead to Pease. Pease had the pass blocked, but it ends up right back on her stick. Pease in the middle. The slide back now to Mayo. Mayo smacks it up, looking for a tip. Save doorstep right there to slide it home is Faith Pease. And it's 2-0 Skowhegan.
And that one of those situations, Mike, where you talk about all the time, stopping it. Adams comes out because Mayo's outside the circle you see here. Adams lets that deflect off, and then he's right there to clean it up.
8:12, the time of the goal. And it's 2-0 Skowhegan. The Riverhawks playing a fantastic first half. .640 to go in this first half. And Mount Ararat looking for some momentum. They've had none so far. Cleared out by Sedalia Savage, but it's out. And so Schofield will start it up. To Hiltz. Hiltz to the line to Plummer. Plummer slides it inside the line. Slid up by Sweet on the backhand. And a fan on the attempt to clear. It's going to be a restart for Mount Ararat. Lydia Hiltz. Back to Chase. Chase looks for the tip. Blocked by Skowhegan. Savage got a hand on it. Or check that a stick on it. That one rolls out. Skowhegan ball.
That second time I think third time today, Mount Ararat had a pretty good chance backside, just nobody there.
Nice move to the middle by Haney. Haney Goodwood smacks it all the way down. Mac Tidwell trying to get it up the far side. She's checked by Daja Albarico. Now Perkins with a check. It's going to be a restart for Rachel Schofield. Perkins, though, stole it. Perkins slides it ahead. Skips right through Hiltz. On the check there, Noyes steals.
That followed through. Going to get Noyes. Too quick a restart here for the Riverhawks, though.
Back to Perkins. Perkins slides it up to Noyes, and Riverhawks will restart it in a good spot.
Yeah, smelling, I think, blood in the water a little bit.
Perkins, it rolls inside the circle as it did blown dead violation on Skowhegan. It will go to Mount Ararat with 4:44 left in the first half.
Riverhawks, I think we're starting to establish some possession. Mount Ararat, they're getting a little bit panicked now. It's starting to feel like on their heels. The Eagles are on their heels a little bit.
All right, Perkins, the freshman, out of the game. In the game for Skowhegan, Olivia White, a sophomore. Restart here for the Riverhawks. It is Jaden Dodge. Dodge rolled it in. It is loose. There with it, Haney. Haney back to the top to Mayo. Restart for Skowhegan. Mayo quickly. Mayo looks for that tip. No, it is wide on the stick side of the goalkeeper, Layla Adams.
I think she's looking for Pease there. Pease just couldn't quite track that one down. It got a little bit too wide.
Ooh, did that hit Haney's stick? I hope so.
It looked like inside of the foot from the replay.
Well, hopefully it hit the shin guards. She's all right, so that one ended well. Ooh, that one hit the inside of the shin guard there of Maddie Sweet. Ouch. And that will leave a mark.
Yeah, that one got up. In fact, Mike, that might have hit straight on ankle.
Oh, I cringe.
Yeah, that one we're right here. You could hear that one. She catching her breath on the sideline, understandably so.
Poor thing. Sweet took one seemingly full on the ankle bone. Over to the bench to get some water. We'll see if ice ends up on it. 3:20 to go in the half. One thing you don't want to do is let it cool down. Then it gets stiffer sometimes. Sometimes it's better just to keep playing.
Yeah. Tie your shoes. My dad used to say all the time, tie your shoes up tighter and you deal with the consequences later.
Okay. It's the equivalent of my dad saying rub some dirt on it and get back in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
3 minutes to go. 2-0 Skowhegan. Riverhawks with a goal in each period. Noise in the first. Pease in the second. For Pease now, 5 goals in 2 games.
That's pretty good.
That's production. Krista Cohen steals. Restart for Mount Ararat. Schofield. Rachel tries to slide it in, stopped. Good defense by the newbie out there, Olivia White, and White cleared it out of bounds, though.
Sweet looks okay. I think as much as anything, if I was Sweet, I want in to just, if I'm playing, I'm not going to be thinking about it.
Hiltz inside the circle, run out by Skowhegan. Riverhawks might have something cooking there. It's Mayo smacking it ahead of the pack. Hustling down for Skowhegan, Charlotte Haney. Check that Pease. And a restart here. Remember, there's no offsides in field hockey.
I did hear that. I got that good old Winslow education on that one.
And is this going to turn into a penalty corner?
I don't think so.
They're going to get the helmets.
Oh, yeah. I stand corrected.
So it's penalty corner number 3 for Skowhegan, and Faith Pease will distribute. Savage at the top. She's got the big shot. She's going to get the pass. It's really slow, and that kind of stuffed the play immediately. The pass had nothing on it, and Mount Ararat was able to get out on it. But Savage slides it in. It's cleared. Savage tries to block the clear out, gets it, shoots it. It's wide on the short side.
I think somebody might have got a piece of that. We'll see here on the Mid-State Machine replay.
1:15 to go. And a Skowhegan player just went down in some pain.
That is... Double check my numbers here.
I can't see.
White. It's Olivia White. I didn't
so
see anything on the replay. Oh, something. I don't think somebody stepped on her ankle, Mike, right before when you're talking, as we just saw on the instant replay. When the ball went in and then came back out, you could see her real quick. She starts limping out. I think she caught a stick across the shin, maybe.
Yeah, and we have multiple games being played on the campus here at Skowhegan with one trainer in attendance.
Oh,
and apparently
yeah.
that trainer is at the soccer game, so that's why you're seeing poor Olivia White sit out there unattended, but they will get to her eventually. We have an injury timeout. We'll take it to 1:16 to go in the first half. Skowhegan 2, Mount Ararat nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on the Score.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way,
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
with over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
As you can see, sophomore Olivia White for Skowhegan still down, being attended to by the Skowhegan trainer. Seems to be in good spirits, as we noticed during the commercial, as the trainer works on her. Gives us time to tell you that Sports on the Score, brought to you by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. As she gets up online at cmautogroup.com, and walking better than I thought she might, walks over to the cart, and they will whisk her away. And local Sports on the Score, also brought to you by Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt by SBS Carbon Copy. Main Street in downtown Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. And by Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral, health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. And
take a look. We can show you the replay one more time. You're going to watch on the pass back out. You're going to see White start to limp there and go down. Based on the replay, I think she caught stick across shin. It looked like shin ankle area, knee wrapped up. But I'm kind of curious. I don't know, Charlie horse or something, because she couldn't put any weight on it. She sat down, wrapped up, like you said. When she got up, she seemed to be walking okay.
yeah, she put more weight on it than I thought she would there. And she's smiling.
Yeah,
she's
she was
literally
pretty good
right below
spirits.
us. And it looks like the shin area is wrapped up. So I don't think it's a serious injury. It hurt a lot for a while, but she appears to be in much better spirits now. 1:16 to go. Restart here for Skowhegan. Back to Savage. Riverhawks with a 2-zip lead. And they're going to give it to Mount Ararat on the restart.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Savage really fumbled trying to control that.
Yep, a rare mistake goes through Foster. Lead pass now for Cohen. Cohen angles to the middle. Right there is Chubbuck, excuse me. And it's run off by Mayo.
Big play. Savage got just a piece of that pass and slowed it all the way down.
Chubbuck looked like she had something there. And then Skowhegan did what they do, which is make a play. 40 seconds left in the first half.
Nice play defensively there.
Yeah, cleared out by Mount Ararat. Hustling back is Mayo. Mayo spikes it in. Quinn tipped it inside the circle. Loose right there. Pease trying to jump on it. Adams is out. She has her defenseman go behind her. Her backs go behind her to cover the net, but it's going to be a restart here for Mount Ararat with 10 seconds left in the second period.
That was a little bit of a heart-stopping moment there. Mount Ararat got a piece of it. Didn't quite get to Adams. Finally stopped by Middleton.
And it's cleared out by Chase, and that clears out the clock, and we are done in the first half. A goal in each period for Skowhegan. An excellent first half by the Riverhawks, and they lead by 2 here at halftime. The score from Skowhegan Area Memorial High School, Skowhegan Riverhawks 2, Mount Ararat Eagles nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on The Score.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yep, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
The Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, our score crew. Tyler Rigney on our camera this afternoon. Ashley and I doing graphics and working the computer this afternoon. We're back here live at Skowhegan High School. 2-0. Skowhegan, halftime brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. Find them at hammondlumber.com. 2-0 Skowhegan. They scored a goal in the first, goal in the second, goal in the first by Sophie Noyes.
Yeah, nice job here. A little tic-tac-toe. Savage to Mayo to Noyes. Oh, sorry, I think that one got relabeled incorrectly. Let me replay that. I don't think I clicked the right one.
All right, operator error. Hang on.
Double check here. No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that got tapped up. I'm kidding. See, I apologize. It's this one.
I wish you would get yourself together.
I know. I'm an embarrassment. There it is. Yeah. So then it's going to come out to Savage, a little tic-tac-toe. Savage down to Mayo, over to Noyes. Right there. Really easy. That one, Noyes could have, I think, blown on it and it would have gone in. It was such a good setup for her, but that's goal number one.
So Noyes with the goal and Mayo with the assist, 5-19. That came in the first. In the second, it was Faith Pease making it 2-0 Skowhegan.
This was just a really nice set. And this is one of those situations, we talked about this, Mike. Adams gets caught in no man's land, actually taps that, which she lets that go. It's not a goal. It goes all the way through, would have been outside the circle. Instead, she kind of half-heartedly gives it a little bit of a boot and standing right there coming off a 4-goal night. Faith Pease thinking, I'll take number 5 in 2 games.
Mm-hmm. She knows what to do with a free ball right in the crease area, and Pease was able to bury it to make it 2-0. Penalty corners, low numbers in the first half after a game yesterday in Pittsfield where we had 31 combined.
That's a lot.
Penalty corners, just 4 combined here in the first half. 3 for Skowhegan, just 1 for Mount Ararat. Now remember, last week, I should say, in Oakland, it was a first half that Messalonsky, kind of did what they do, and then wrong Eagles. Too many Eagles all over the place. Then Mount Ararat came back in the second half and got it going. So we'll see what they've got here in the second half.
Yeah, I'm curious to see just from the standpoint of this game's played out possession-wise a lot like the game against Messalonsky. In the first quarter, I thought Messalonsky had a lot of good chances, really dominated the ball, and then they couldn't score. Second half, it was a little bit more even, a little bit back and forth between the 20s, but it was 0-0 at the half, and then Mount Ararat opens up the third quarter. Almost it felt like immediately with I think it was 4 straight penalty corners. They get the penalty shot. Hiltz buries it. They play defense the rest of the way. It's 1-0. And that's what's scary, I think, is this Skowhegan team. Defensively, I think they've been solid. Even in the loss they had, it was in overtime against a Brewer team that's traditionally very good. It was 3 goals, which, not great, but not an eye-popping number that we'll see throughout the season of field hockey. The defense has been there. Giving up one early and then giving up a second one puts Skowhegan in a position where they can do what they have a lot of experience doing in this program, which is just applying the pressure like a boa constrictor, just closing the game down more and more and more and just dominating that possession.
And they certainly know how to play with a lead because they've played with a whole lot of leads through the years here in Skowhegan. This is game number 2 on our schedule of field hockey this week. One more game tomorrow night in field hockey. It's Gardner at Coney. Game time is 7 o'clock on the score. Then we've got boys soccer on Thursday afternoon as Waterville travels to Erskine Academy to play the Eagles at 3:30. It's a 2-0 score here at the half, which has been brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, Hammond Lumber. Find them online, hammondlumber.com. 2-0 Skowhegan. Second half action is next on the score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Two Zip Skowhegan as we get ready to go in the second half. And our game today brought to you by 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line, by Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, wood stoves, and hardscape products, and by Whittemore & Sons right here in Skowhegan, your Coyote Tractor dealer, sales and service by a family that cares. Ready to go second half. Skowhegan 2, Mount Ararat nothing. Skowhegan goes left to right. Mount Ararat goes the other way.
Tell you what, based on you thanking those sponsors that make our coverage possible, you know what stood out to me between the bunch of the ones you read, Computer Improvements for Earlier Heights Chevrolet, Skowhegan supports its high school sports. A lot of businesses that we have big thanks to give that make this possible.
They have always been there, and right there now for Skowhegan is Ellie Quinn. Quinn blasts it up. It's blocked. And on the near side, it rolls out. It's going to stay with Skowhegan because it was last touched and blocked by a Mount Ararat player, Daja Albarico. Goes up front to Sedalia Savage. Savage, a nice stick handle. Look at her go inside the circle. Savage lines it up. The shot blocked. But, boy, Savage set herself up there. It's going to go to Mount Ararat.
I think it caught a body of a teammate there, but, man, heck of a job. I think it might have been Quinn, just couldn't quite get out of the way.
Cleared up by Chase. It's blocked. Rolls up to Plummer. Blown dead. Restart. Skowhegan. Savage smacks it up. That's knocked down by Schofield. Rachel Schofield. Good midi.
Yeah, you've called her name a lot today.
For Mount Ararat. She's right in the thick of it usually. All right, Skowhegan's ball. Jaden Dodge. Bouncer up to Noyes. Noyes in the middle, and that is a violation on Skowhegan.
Yeah, Mount Ararat better find some offensive possession time because Skowhegan, I think, came out of that whiff there on the restart.
Yeah, camera chase.
Skowhegan came out of that draw here to start this third quarter with their hair on fire.
All right, Cohen smacks it up, blocked by Dodge, but Jaden can't keep it in play.
Man, nice that just made it too flush. She caught it so well, it was just too flush off the head of the stick.
All right, here, Hiltz, that is, cleared it inside the zone. It's cleared out, now back in, now rolled out of there, finally for Skowhegan by Emma Foster. And they're going to bring it back, restart it for the Riverhawks.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. Kenyon for Skowhegan plays way more out of the cage than we've seen previous goaltenders.
She likes to come out.
She was way out there while they were flirting. Mount Ararat was flirting with offensive possession.
Right, that's going to be out off Sophie Noyes. And putting it back in, Krista Cohen. Cohen's pass is blocked. Cleared out by Emma Foster. Foster over midfield. Noyes just barely able to angle it and keep it in. Lead pass looking for Quinn. Quinn couldn't.
Yeah, missed. It got right by her stick and I think caught her foot, and that's obviously
couldn't
going
avoid hitting it with the lower extremities.
Yeah. Tell you what, though, that's under 3 minutes in. That's two quick breakaway almost opportunities there for Quinn.
All right, wrapped up by Dodge. Inside the line. Now back to Dodge. Dodge stuffed there by Cohen. And Cohen and Mount Ararat have it on the restart. Up the near side, good to see Maddie Sweet back in the game after taking that ball off her lower body.
And that one, flush, just stopped a restart with her ankle. Whew.
Bounce her up to St. Pierre, couldn't handle. Skowhegan comes away with it. Up it goes to Noyes. Noyes ahead, looking for Quinn. Look out. Quinn with it with Pease going to the net. Quinn looking to back it in. Quinn turns, a no-look is blocked, and it's scooted over to the side, and we have a penalty corner coming for Skowhegan.
The other thing is, actually, since you saw Sweet, Mike, did you see Mayo make it back, or excuse me, White make it back out there? Or do you see her on the bench?
I haven't seen her on the bench. She did.
Oh, she had to come back?
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, she did leave on the card.
Okay, so she has not come back.
All right, penalty corner for Skowhegan. First of the second half, fourth of the game.
That's Tyler, not just camera guy, also spotter.
He is. Right on it, man. Noyes. Up top to Mayo. Back to Noyes. Noyes bounced over her stick. Ugh. Tough break for Skowhegan, but that's the way it goes.
Feast or famine for Skowhegan on the penalty corners, right? They scored that first goal on one, and then we've seen a couple here where just hadn't really gotten anything going. Ooh. That one, I think, hit shin pad.
Yeah, that hit Quinn, and she pretty much shrugged it off. The sound it makes,
yes,
though, going.
That's what got me, because Bone, I don't think, makes much more different of a sound.
Alberico played it up to Noyes, whistled dead. Goes to Mount Ararat, coming down to 10 minutes to go in the third. Quinn fanned, got it again. Ended up working out for her because she worked it around Sarah Middleton. Now Chase back in the play. Chase in the corner is cornered, and it's a restart, though. That bails her out.
Quinn getting close to breaking one of these. There's a couple times here she's had it in the offensive zone, just needing to make about one more move.
All right, pass in the middle to Lydia Hiltz, who's pretty much been stifled here today. She's probably the top offensive threat for Mount Ararat.
The problem is that I think what Mount Ararat did so effectively against Messalonsky was once they got into that half circle, they were able to just kind of clog it up.
Jaden Dodge rolled it in, looking for a tip. Nobody home except Blue. And Mount Ararat at least able to get it outside of the circle. Working it back in for Skowhegan. Daja Alberico whistled, and it's going to go to Mount Ararat.
But Skowhegan doing such a good job in the midfield that just Mount Ararat has a tough time getting transition going.
All right, Sweet tried to no-look it up, fanned on it, got it back, harassed by Perkins. Comes back to the middle to Mayo. Mayo leaves it there for Sedalia Savage. Restart here for Skowhegan. Mayo slowed down by Chase. Chase outside the line to Hiltz. Hiltz to midfield, but Skowhegan there to ride it off, at least temporarily. Addison Chabuk was there, couldn't corral that pass. Nice knockdown by Pease to handle that. That would be high sticking in ice hockey. But we're not playing ice hockey here.
Because there's no offsides in field hockey.
Right, and there's no ice here either.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. All right, that one from the top is blocked off the stick of Mayo. Rolls inside the circle. Perkins couldn't keep it inside the circle. Cohen and Perkins. Up to Sweet. Good pass. Sweet blocked out of bounds there by Dodge. It'll go to Mount Ararat.
That Perkins, I think, got caught a little bit by surprise there. Just didn't have her stick down. It rolled right underneath her. A little bit, I think, surprised to see the ball coming to her.
And Cohen's got to fish it out of the equipment there. She does. Cohen on the restart. 8 minutes to go in the third. 2-zip Skowhegan. That's blocked by Noyes. Cohen slides to try to get it out, and they're going to restart it here for Mount Ararat. It's Hiltz. Hiltz, that's blocked by Quinn. Quinn smacks it to no man's land.
She got all of that one. I think that one, she was more focused, I think, on the quick restart. I think taking a second at least to angle it. That one.
That went all the way down where the elephants go to die down there. All the way down there.
I was going to say, it went. She got a hold of it.
Perkins. Restart here for Mount Ararat. 2-zip Skowhegan. The goals by Noyes and Pease. for the Riverhawks. That's driven back into the Skowhegan zone. Back to fetch it, Lillian Smith.
Ooh, that's rough, too, because that follow-through is going to turn to possession.
Yep. Opportunity here inside the circle, and it's going to go back, though, to Skowhegan. And the assistant coach for the Mount Ararat Eagles, Brett Chase, you could see his disgust on that one.
Yeah, just frustrated because you get a break, like you said, a chance there, and then you immediately give it right back.
All right, midfield. Noise. Check that was Quinn. Ellie cleared it ahead. Went out. Off Mount Ararat. Quinn again. Quinn poke checked away, and an excellent play there by Schofield. Restart here for Skowhegan. Quinn knocks it, out?
Yeah, I think it's going to go back to the Eagles. Say, Quinn really, you called her name a little bit, obviously not one of the goal scorers. You called her name a lot here in this third quarter. And if you remember, when we were for the Bangor game, she finished with 2 goals. I think she scored the first one, though, that finally broke the scoreless tie. She keeps it up. She's going to get the moniker Ms. Second Half.
Schofield up the near side to Sweet. Nice path in the middle. Mount Ararat able to break it out. Good bust out here by the Eagles. Can they do anything with it? Chabak goes behind her back, and inside the line, it's going to stay here with Mount Ararat. Schofield rolls it in, looking for a tip. It goes deep. Look how far Kenyon's out of that net. She's an angle cutter for sure, and riding it out is Mayo. Mayo whistled just as she teed off.
I was going to say right before that, of course, the announcer's curse apparently applies to thoughts, too. Kenyon, at this point, Mount Ararat has only mustered 1 shot on goal because Kenyon only had 1 save. 1 right there, though I think in that situation, maybe not the highest difficulties of saves. The thing that I'm curious about, though, again, Kenyon coming out that far, you're susceptible to that back door.
All right, a steal by Hiltz kept it alive. Goes right through Sweet inside the circle, and hustling for it and unable to reach it was Rebecca St. Pierre.
And there again, you're going to see just a little bit too far on the pass. Looking back door, though, and I think would have had a really good opportunity, just couldn't quite get it with St. Pierre.
Great clear to midfield. Here comes Skowhegan. It's Pease. Rolls it down the left sideline. Quinn hustles to the net. Pass behind Quinn. Quinn ends up with it, though. A roller goes wide. Well, that ball moved down the field fast, and primarily because Sedalia Savage with her great clearing shots.
Again, Quinn hunting for a goal. She has been just a one-woman force here in this third quarter.
Yeah, she hasn't scored, but you could make a case that she's been the best player on the field today, I think.
This third quarter, I don't think it's questionable.
All right, they work it up to Alberico. That's blown dead. Perkins is going to restart it. Nope, she's going to move it to the middle to Alberico. Top of the circle, Daja Alberico. Turns, fires, tip in front there. On the tip in front, it was, did that get to the goaltender Adams, or did it get knocked out?
I don't think so. Let me take one more quick look. I don't believe so.
Yeah, it was Alberico with the tip.
Alberico with the tip. I don't think it made it to Adams.
Okay.
Tough angle from our replay, but I think it got knocked down by a Mount Ararat body.
All right, Jaden Dodge bounces it in, and once again up there, it's Daja Alberico, and a restart. Perkins, good centering pass right there, but it was blown dead, and Paula Dowdy's not happy with it. Actually, I think maybe she's not happy with the play, not the call.
I think that Perkins, for the follow-through was what the call was.
That one rolls out, and it's going to be off Mount Ararat with 2:50 left in the third.
Mount Ararat playing with fire. They've really been hemmed into this part of the field for most of this third quarter.
Quinn can't get a handle on that. Now she will get a handle on it because Skowhegan has the restart. Quinn lost an edge, fell down, and what's it going to end up being? Restart. All right, Quinn looking it over. Quinn rolls it back.
Nice play.
Sweet steals. Sweet lost it to Perkins. Perkins fights for it with Hiltz. Restart for Perkins. Perkins swing and a miss. And now on the restart, Mount Ararat with 2:10 to go in the first. Dodge. Restart for Skowhegan. Dodge on the line. Dodge. Perkins lets it go back to Savage. Back to Dodge. Dodge bounces it in. Right there, Quinn. Can she get a stick on it? A pad went flying around there. Her pad. Her knee pad. Her shin pad, excuse me. She hustles, puts it back on, pulls the sock up. That was pretty good work there by Quinn with the fashion malfunction, so to speak, to fix it right there on the go.
You ever seen that before?
What was it? Was wardrobe malfunction. That's the word I'm looking for with Justin Timberlake.
We saw a shoe fly off once.
Yes.
You and I have seen that. I don't think I've seen a shin pad go flying.
Yeah, the sock all the way down, the shin pad flying off. All right, sub here for Skowhegan as Alberico comes out, and Noyes, who's got one of the goals, comes in. 1 minute left in the period.
Mount Ararat down in this zone again. Only 2 shots on goal, both saved.
All right, a restart for the Eagles. The slide in, stopped there by Savage. So good. Slid it out of bounds on the far side, though, so it's going to stay.
That announcer's curse. You give him praise, and, of course, immediately something bad happens, or vice versa.
All right, the pass back to Chase. It's blocked.
That was a heck of a play.
And it is cleared out by Skowhegan. Ahead of the pack is Noyes. He has to slow down to get it. Does. Noyes hustles up. Maggie Beliveau is in the game. Or check that. That's Pease, not Beliveau. Pease is 11. Beliveau is 21. Got to wait to see both numbers. All I could see was a 1. Noyes, good work. Restart? No. Yeah, but for Mount Ararat.
So Noyes took that down into the corner. We're one of the few sight lines we don't have on this field. Took it down to the corner, which was a little bit weird. I think maybe trying to run out maybe for a last play, run out the clock. Perkins scrums with it here, and that's how the quarter's going to come to an end.
That runs the clock out. No scoring in the third, so we will start the fourth just like we started the third with Skowhegan up by 2. The score after 3, Skowhegan 2 and Mount Ararat nothing. You're watching and listening to high school lacrosse on The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
And before we go any further, I do recognize the fact that you are watching high school field hockey and not high school lacrosse. We are not doing a lacrosse game here today, just to correct the record.
That is. Look, I'm glad you clarified, because you know my excitement, because when we interviewed Tatum Doucette,
right,
which you can see on Central Maine Sports, we interviewed him ahead of the Coney game. Mike did me a solid and went up and tough journalism. Hey, Doucette, why didn't you play lacrosse last year?
I got right in his face.
Yeah, and he said he's playing this year.
Right.
Which, not to get too far ahead of ourselves a spring sport, but Doucette and Ryan Parent, who had a monster lacrosse season last year from SO, I'm excited.
Looking forward to that. But let's take it as it comes.
It's a couple seasons from now.
Fall sports, field hockey, soccer, football, volleyball, golf. Then we'll move on to the winter, and then we'll finally get to lacrosse in the fall. I got it. Senior moment. Forgive me.
Hey, speaking of
you never got me the Prevagen.
Dang it! I gotta talk to him.
I need some
I got a
Prevagen.
sports meeting tomorrow. We got to put it.
Can
in the
we
budget.
get that in the score budget?
Yeah.
Get Mike Prevagen?
Yeah. I was going to ask you. Speaking of fall sports, not one of the ones you listed, but for CMCC, they're playing it. Where's our baseball swag?
Yes, I know. Ryan Palmer, the baseball coach at CMCC, said he had it, quote, in his locker.
Well, that's not a good place
unquote,
for it.
which means we can't wear it in his locker. So I know they're playing fall baseball. Maybe they've got a game today. I don't know at CMCC. But, Ryan, if you're listening, that swag, we want to be wearing it.
Good time to shout out, too, on Mike's opening drive. You have Mustang Monday, speaking of CMCC. So something to check out.
Yesterday, we had Yordi Kanorin, who not only is the men's hockey coach at CMCC, he's the women's hockey coach.
Double
He's
duty.
coaching both teams.
Dang.
So had him on. That interview, by the way.
It's got to be a monster schedule.
Yeah, it's tweeted out on Twitter. You can find it on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days. We are at 1160 The Score on Twitter/X. Really cool interview with Yordi Kanorin yesterday.
That's a great name.
Dual hockey coach.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a temporary thing just for 1 year.
It'd have to be, I think.
But, yeah.
That's a huge undertaking.
You got to have a good support system and an understanding family.
If he needs an assistant coach, I'm available.
Okay, here's Quinn. When the phone don't ring, you know who it is. All right? Going to get a penalty corner here for Skowhegan.
How about these? Not a ton for Skowhegan, right? That's only 5, but 1 for Mount Ararat.
Yeah. And you got to have penalty corners. They help. They don't decide a game, as we saw yesterday with the edge 18-13 for the losing team.
Yeah.
But, you can do so many things off the penalty corner. Here's Skowhegan trying to work their magic, and that was just a miss on the dish. Nice. Skowhegan retains control.
Still kind of feast or famine for the Riverhawks. They either have something really good come out of it, or it unfortunately looks like that.
Here's Haney, couldn't keep it in. It's cleared out. It's going to be a restart for Mount Ararat. The Eagles are 13 minutes away from suffering their first loss of the year. Got to get something going and get a comeback going here.
And I think with that potential first loss of the year, Mike, if you're the rest of just the field hockey in the state of Maine, but obviously especially KVAC North, you're thinking, oh, man, we thought we could get them this year, and then they're going to possibly pull off a win like this.
Look out. Here's Quinn closing in, knocked away, pops right back out to Mayo. Mayo turns and shoots it, gets stuffed. And we get a penalty corner.
Quinn, if Quinn doesn't get one, it's not for lack of trying. She has had a monster second half, generating just opportunities.
All right, so the second penalty corner in seconds. And I believe that is Mayo on the dish. Getting the helmets on. Everybody's got one. Here's the feed up top. Sedalia Savage over on the right to Mayo. Mayo back inside the circle, looking to set someone up. No, cleared out by Mount Ararat. Hustling up now for Skowhegan. Lillian Smith keeping it alive. Lillian Smith taken away by Sweet. Sweet with some sweet stick handling there. And it's whistled. As Mayo jumped in, it's going to go to Mount Ararat. Bella Plummer. Midfield, stopped by Skowhegan. Right up there is Dodge to slow it down. 11.5 to go. Ooh, that one hit in the knee area of Plummer, but I think it was low enough that it got her shin pad.
She didn't seem to react to
No.
it, so I think you're right. There's a lot of those today, though.
Indeed.
Oof, it makes me wince each time.
Dodge. The turn. Mayo dumps it in. Jumping up there. The loose ball as Mayo is in there. Quinn is in there. We have got a scrum. We've got a cloud of dust. We've got everything. And we've got a goal. No. It did not go in.
That was a heck. Well, they set up for us. Let's take a look at this. Quinn, that's a great save by Adams. Going to get another one there on a stuff. Then it just gets stuck in the dirt. I don't know who got that one. I think Hiltz got a save actually there, Mike.
So is it a goal or not?
We're
going back to midfield like it's a goal.
They stopped.
No penalty shot.
Ooh, that'll do it.
All right, penalty shot here. It is Sedalia Savage and Layla Adams. 1-on-1. A penalty shot. Savage tees it up. shoots and scores. So Mount Ararat, which won a game last week on a penalty shot, the victim of one here.
Yeah, and you got to see as they get ready to start for this draw, watch one more time on this just absolute scrum. Oh, sorry, that one.
Time of the goal, 4:02 to make it 3-0 on a penalty shot by Sedalia Savage.
That's a great save there by Adams to get the scrum. I think another save there. She kicks it, that one through. I think Hiltz picked up that save right there. Wow.
All right, back underway after the goal on the penalty shot. And Mount Ararat with the degree of difficulty cranked up a lot. Schofield got it inside, and watching it roll out of bounds was Kenyon. Skowhegan will have it. Rolled back out to Savage, who just scored. All right, Sedalia gave it away. Sweet steals. Sweet in the middle for St. Pierre. Edge of the circle, swept out by Mayo, blocked by Mount Ararat. Mayo with it again. Mayo sweeps it up the far side. All the way out to midfield. Good work there by Grace Mayo. We're leaving that pressure. Now some checking here by Skowhegan. Excellent work by Daja Albarico. Nice pass. No. Intended for Pease. It was blocked, but a restart for Skowhegan. Charlotte Haney rolled it inside the circle. Loose, it bounces over. Nobody home in white. Fortunately for Mount Ararat, the Eagles trying to work it up and out. It was Sarah Middleton. Restart here for Skowhegan. Noise.
Oh.
Penalty corner?
Yeah, they got the restart after the scrum there, quote unquote, not very much, between Noise and Middleton, and then Middleton didn't get out of the way, and that immediately gets the penalty corner.
See, 3-6-7 for Skowhegan?
Yeah, 7 total, 3 here in this final quarter.
All right, 9:15, clock running, 3-0 Skowhegan, another penalty corner. To the top, knocked down by Savage. Stick handles. Stops. Goes to the forehand. Slides it up right there on the doorstep. Poking at it. It's blocked. Still keeping it alive is Perkins. They'll do it again.
Give Adams a save there. Noise hunting for that just easy poke in.
All right, so again, Faith Pease will deal it. To the top, Savage. Savage, the slide over, the shot blocked. Savage gets the rebound, shoots it right there on the doorstep, poking it, and it is stopped. Is it in?
I think another penalty shot.
It is a penalty shot.
How about this? Yeah, he can really create in business there. That one, I think the backside defender got that one.
Sedalia Savage will have her second penalty shot within a few minutes. The first one came at 4:02, so it's been about 3 minutes. This just isn't fair if you're Adams. Score. Second penalty shot for Savage. She is 2 for 2. Skowhegan leads 4-0.
And both created on those scrums, and the trade-off, Mike, is that now all of a sudden Adams picked up another save. She's got 4, but she's got 2 teammates, including Chase and Hiltz, who also have saves due to those scrums.
6:35 the time of the goal, so 2 minutes and 33 seconds apart for the penalty shots.
That's
just
a
crazy.
backbreaker, yeah.
I don't know what the odds are on that, but they've got to be pretty high. Looks like we've got a timeout. We'll take one, too, with 8:25 to go in the fourth. Skowhegan cruising. The score here from Skowhegan is the Riverhawks 4, the Mount Ararat Eagles nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
The day is over for Layla Adams, the goalkeeper for Mount Ararat. She's being pulled by head coach Krista Chase, and freshman Jamie Bergman will take over for the rest of the way in this one. 2 penalty shots in a row. Certainly not the fault at all of Layla Adams, but you may as well give your young goalkeeper some work when you can.
Yeah, and I think down specifically in that part of the field that we saw those 2 penalty shots, it's got to be tough for the goalie because, like you said, with the rain, lack of rain, there's a dirt patch there, ball gets stuck, goalie trying to kick it, you kick a stick, you kick a player because the ball just doesn't move the same way. Penalty shot, just kind of some bad luck.
Yeah, 2 penalty shots within a matter of 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That's a lot.
Which is crazy because if I remember, Mike, you and I saw a penalty shot that was the decider in the region finals last year, and maybe one other one. We've seen 4 already this season?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It really is. All right, Rachel Schofield looking for the right spot to put that ball down, and finally does on the restart. Schofield back out to Chubbuck. Chubbuck shoots it up. It's loose inside the circle, and looks like
penalty
the
corner?
Mount Ararat Eagles are headed for a penalty corner.
Yeah, that was
and
without
just their second one of the game.
Yeah, that was without Kenyon having to make a save. And something to watch here on this penalty corner. You're the Eagles looking to crack this goose egg. She really comes out of the cage.
Yep.
So if you can find a clean pass to the back door, it's there.
I mean, it's not just once in a while where Kenyon comes out. She comes out all the time. All right, on the dish here, it's Hiltz. Hiltz back to the top. Winding up there is St. Pierre. St. Pierre's shot is blocked by Quinn. Hustling over on the far side. It is Sweet to keep it alive, but a stoppage, and we will have another one. Another one being another penalty corner. We have another field hockey game tomorrow night, Gardner and Coney. Game time 7 o'clock.
And that's Sticks Against Cancer? Is that what it is?
Yes.
They're doing a special
Yeah,
evening.
I'm going to talk to Holly Daigle tomorrow after my show, record a chat with her that we can run tomorrow night maybe.
Okay. Yeah, that'd
we
be
run
great.
it Thursday morning. The only time she could do it is on tape, so we'll get her thoughts. All right, that one is out. So another penalty corner that didn't pay off. So 3 now for Mount Ararat.
And that one, much less of any really offensive threat.
Eagles keep the pressure on inside the zone, hustling over far side. Addison Chubbuck. Chubbuck lost it, though, to Savage. Savage smacks it up toward midfield. Slowed by Mount Ararat. They are able to grab it. Nope. It's going to go back to Skowhegan on the restart. Smacked up. It's blocked. Chubbuck. Back to the line to Lillian Smith, or to the circle to Lillian Smith as the shadows grow on the far side over there from the middle school. Coming down to 5 minutes left. And Skowhegan cruising here, leading 4-0. They got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, scoreless in the third, 1 in the fourth.
Sweet had a chance.
Inside the circle, Sweet turns. Look how far out of the net Kenyon is. And it's going to go to Skowhegan.
Yeah, Sweet took her time there, and credit Smith is Pan there to see the save, but Smith able to knock that one down, and then whistle goes against Mount Ararat, so it goes back to the Riverhawks.
Savage. Nice pass, scooted up the middle to Mayo. Mayo finds open space. Mayo rolls it over the line, deflects off Middleton's stick, picked up on the goal, knocked down by Quinn. Quinn to the net. Ellie Quinn to the net. Great job there to tamp that ball down, and a good defensive play sliding over by Mac Tidwell. Saw some great skills with the stick by Quinn and a good play by Tidwell to stop it.
Tell you what, Quinn has not scored a goal. She didn't have an assist, but, man, she's been so good in the second half.
I'm telling you, she's my clubhouse leader right now.
Even with 2 goals for Savage?
Oh, that's right.
It's tough, right?
That's right. And Savage is so good.
Savage also picked up a hockey helper.
Yes.
Which obviously only hockey's got that double assist, but if it did exist here in field hockey, might I also add, she'd have also a helper.
Yes. 3:40 to go. Stoppage in play. Restart here for Skowhegan. Smacked up by Mayo. Mayo handled by Pease, but stopped.
Pease showing off there like Quinn. Unfortunately, a little bit more traffic, so she couldn't get away with it. But her and Quinn do a nice job, and Quinn specifically has been very good in the second half.
Far side for Mount Ararat. Scooping it up is St. Pierre. Now a restart here for Cohen. Cohen rolls it up. It's blocked. Savage right there, rolls inside the circle. Restart here for for Skowhegan. I got Coney on my mind. We had him yesterday. We got him again tomorrow.
I was just saying, we saw him a lot, I think, last week, too. We've seen a fair amount of the Rams already this season, who, to be fair, are having some really good seasons.
Yep.
That football team.
They could win it all.
Tell you what, though, we talk about points today. We're going to see, I think, a muck-it-up type game this Friday.
Skowhegan and Lawrence on Friday night. Meanwhile, Coney's playing at Falmouth. That's
a good game.
Interesting. Falmouth is 2-0. They have pitched a shutout in each game. We have 2.5 minutes to go here in this one. Back at Sarah Middleton, trying to clear it.
That bump there from P's going to keep it with the Eagles. No, but I think Skowhegan Lawrence, that one going to be a wrestling match disguised as a football game.
And Lawrence looking to reset after getting beaten up pretty badly last week, 42-21.
I think obviously more passing attack for Coney, but surprising the story, I think, for me out of that Coney-Lawrence game is not too many teams push Lawrence around. Coney pushed him around when they wanted to close out the game.
They did. They truly did. They made plays, and they also played some physical football, too. Here's Kenyon way out of the net, kicks it with the left foot.
Just a couple passes there, couldn't get handled. Kenyon comes out, though, with a nice clear.
1.5 minutes to go. Skowhegan on top here for nothing. Restart here for Skowhegan. So the Riverhawks will push their record to 3-1.
And this is a very impressive win for them. This is a Mount area team that coming off that Meso Road win, looking like a team who could
knock out. A stifling performance today by the Skowhegan Riverhawks as they score a goal in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the fourth, and play a great defensive game. And they pitch a shutout here this afternoon. The shutout by Kaori Kenyon in goal. The final score, Skowhegan 4 and Mount Ararat nothing. We're back with the post-game show, highlights, and our score player of the game. Coming up right after this on the place for local sports, The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Alrighty, Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here post-game at Skowhegan Area Memorial High School as you watch the girls slap fives with each other. Skowhegan wins it 4-0. 2 in the first half for the Riverhawks by Sophie Noyes at 5:19. Faith Pease scored at 8:12. 2-zip Skowhegan at the end of 1. Penalty corners in the first, 3-1 in favor of Skowhegan. There was a goal in the second period scored by Faith Pease at 8:12. Skowhegan led there by a score of 2-0. Actually, penalty corners in the first half, 3-1 in favor of Skowhegan. We had a scoreless third period. In the fourth period, it was all Sedalia Savage, all on penalty shots. She scored twice on penalty shots, one at 4:02, one at 6:35, so 2 minutes and 33 seconds between those two penalty shots, made it 3-0 and 4-0, and that accounts for the final score. Final penalty corner numbers, I have 8 for Skowhegan, 3 for Mount Ararat.
Yeah, and half of those for Skowhegan came in this final fourth period where they, of course, earned the 2 penalty shots. And so they've closed strong. You and I have had them for 2 games now, and they have closed strong in both games. The Bangor game we had, it was 0-0 at half. They end up winning 4-0. Here they have 2 to ice it, basically.
So, no surprise, Sedalia Savage is our score player of the game. A great game defensively and offensively. She scored 2 goals. And our first runner-up has to be Ellie Quinn, who didn't score a point but was a dominant force in this game.
Yeah, I think when you talk about the fact that Skowhegan was able to tally those 4 penalty corners specifically in the fourth quarter, and then for the second half in total of those 8, 5 of them, she was a big reason why. Because of her she came out with her hair on fire to start the third. You called her name a ton on breakaways, couldn't convert on them, but ultimately put her team in a position to kind of control the ball in the second half, end up getting those penalty corners, which then end up leading to 2 penalty shots, one of which she was right there in the scrum on. And don't know specifically, Savage obviously took both of them, but I don't think that either infraction was against Savage. The team just chooses who takes them. So Quinn actually may have drawn both those penalty shots.
We are back at it with field hockey under the lights tonight tomorrow night. That is in Fuller Field, at Fuller Field in Augusta. The Gardner Tigers and the Coney Rams. Game time is 7 o'clock. So again, congrats to our score player of the game, Sedalia Savage. That's going to do it for us here from Skowhegan. For Tyler Rigney, for Ashley Knight, for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Skowhegan. Final score in this one, an easy win today for the Riverhawks. Skowhegan Riverhawks 4 and the Mount Ararat Eagles 0.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, and JDH3 Design. Remember, every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainsports.com. Your team from your town plays here on the place for local sports,